This time last year, our routine was different. Our days were busy, filled with daily activities, normal family life. Basketball games, cookouts, gatherings with our friends and family. We focused on the matters at hand, and we never thought to ourselves, when was my last handshake? This time last year was routine for any realtor.
Then it stopped. It stopped being routine just as the excitement of spring approached. But we adjusted by gathering together online with the support of our Prince George's County Association of Realtors. We worked from home, connected in new ways, and continued on making a difference in the lives of our colleagues, families, and friends. A year has passed and is getting to be normal again, just in a new way. We have a new outlook. We have exciting new challenges. But as realtors, we are hard at work and ready to make a difference. We are providing services our clients and community need. Today can mark our new year, and we stand as proud realtors of Prince George's County. Together we will make a difference. Together we're making families smile. And together we're looking forward to this new normal. We are the Prince George's County Association of Realtors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Melanie Gamble, your current Prince George's County Association of Realtors Secretary, and I have the pleasure of introducing our Master of Ceremonies this evening, Joe Clare. Joe is a multifaceted entertainer, stand-up comedian, radio personality, video jockey actor, and realtor. A native of Prince George's County's Seat Pleasant, Clare is the current host of WPGC's 95.5 Joe Clare Morning Show. He also serves as the lead weekly mentor and instructor of music for the Greater DC Covenant House, where he inspires students to produce music. Community service led Joe to obtain his real estate license in 2018. On his mission of empowerment, he encourages and educates people on home ownership. Joe has received many honors for his role as a philanthropist, including Northern Virginia Urban League Young Professionals Network, the Covenant House Annual Gala, and the Made Man. Joe is a proud graduate of Morgan State University. Please join me in welcoming Joe Clare.
Good evening, everybody. I am Joe Clare. I will be your MC for the evening. Melanie, thank you, but there's some things that they forgot to mention on here. They didn't mention my beautiful wife and my 2 children. You're gonna get me beat up when I get home. Don't do that. You have to mention them. Now, we are very pleased to welcome all of you to the PG CAR annual installation of officers and directors. The election supervisors have counted the ballots, and we will have Pearl Wetzel, the chair of the election supervisors, to please come forward and report on the outcome. Pearl?
Thank you, Joe, for that introduction. I am Pearl Wetzel, and I am the chair, again, this year, of the Board of Elections. And by operation of the bylaws, I will announce our new officers. Shamika Price will become president on October the 1st. Our new president-elect will be Melanie Gamble, who you have already met. Rachel Jeffries will be our new secretary. And I would like for each of you to stand and be recognized. Thank you very much. In the contest for the election of 4 directors who will take office on October the 1st, for a 2-year term, each of those elected by majority vote are, and I will call your name, and please stand as I call your name, Arnita Green of Compass Realty, Rakia Reed of Keller Williams Preferred Properties, Willie Roan of Wyckoff Realtors, and Jean Simontilli of Century 21 New Millennium. Congratulations to all of you, and you will be officially sworn in later on in this program. This concludes my report. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pearl. Congratulations and best wishes to the new directors who will lead PG CAR, and thank you to the other candidates for their participation and interest in running for office and serving your association. Way to go. Now, let's recognize our major RPAC supporters, those who have contributed $1,000 or more this year. Their commitment to our industry is vital to the success of our political agenda, and we thank you. Cheryl Abrams, Davis Jack Bannister, Sammy Barbieri, Dee Barino, Desiree Callender, Boyd Campbell, Bill Castelli, Michael Cerrito, Pat Doughton, Gloria Farrar, Jean Frazier, Donnie Frederick, Melanie Gamble, Mike Graziano, John J. Harrison, Iona Harrison, Pam Jenkins, Carlos Lancaster, John L., Pat Long, Yolanda Muckle, Mike Patrick, Vera Phillips, Shamika Price, Susan Pruden, Connie Stommel, Deanne Sutton, Jay Webster, and Lakeisha Washington. And let's take note of our annual affiliate member sponsors. Their commitment helps us offer quality events and education. Ameris Bank, C&F Mortgage, Council Title, LLC, Draper and Kramer Mortgage Corporation, Eagle Bank, First Heritage Mortgage, First Home Mortgage, Fulton Mortgage Company, George Mason Mortgage, Helen's Accounting Services, LLC, House Lens, Integrity Title, Lenoles and Blotcher, LLP, National Property Inspections, Planet Home Lending, Prime Lending, Prosperity Home Mortgage, Sandy Spring Bank, Title Max, LLC, Village Settlements, and West Banco Bank. Thank you all so very, very much. Now, can I get a round of applause from everyone for our annual sponsors? Come on, let them hear it, let them hear it, let them hear it, let them hear it. Now, we encourage all of you to seek them out and use their services. And we thank you once again, our sponsors. Way to go. One more round of applause, everybody. Now, at this time, everyone, I want to invite our 2020 president, Yolanda Muckle, to the stage. Now, Yolanda, I understand that you have some awards that you need to present. Come on up.
Thank you, Joe. I have some very special service awards to give this afternoon. These awards are given in appreciation of outstanding service to PG CAR for 2020. Will the members of the 2020 Board of Directors make your way toward the stage and come on stage as I call your name, and please remain on stage for a photo. Shamika Price, President-elect. Melanie Gamble, Secretary. Carlos Lancaster, Treasurer. Vera Phillips, immediate past President. Directors, Dee Barino, Kenneth Fagan, Donnie Frederick, Sherman Hardy, Rachel Jeffries, Pamela Jenkins, Willie Roan, Jean Simonelli, Connie Stumble. I also want to recognize the committee chairs who have served the association so amazingly during my tenure as president. Leanne Rodriguez, Affiliate Committee, Sharnice Carter, Awards Committee, Yolanda Muckle, Communications Public Affairs, Faye Smith, Community Service Committee, Jean Simonelli, Education Committee, David Hahn, Forms Committee, Melanie Gamble, Grievance Committee, ASA Council, Housing Affordability, Michael Olero, Legislative Political Affairs, Desiree Callender, Professional Standards, Deanne Sutton, RPAC Committee, Donald Frederick, Scholarship Committee, Carol Webb, Young Professionals Network. Before I turn things back to Joe, I would like to acknowledge the PG CAR staff for their dedication and hard work. When the pandemic hit, this team began working remotely with seamless transition to phones and emails were answered. Education transitioned to virtual or online, Meetings were remote, and curbside service began for lockboxes and Realtor Store. Thanks, team. Natalie Solomon, our accounts receivables clerk, Janet French, receptionist, Shirley Clayton, Central Lock administrator, Craig Barton, membership, Renata Johnson, education manager, Dwayne Mingo, government affairs director, Erica Kalita, executive assistant, Michael Graziano, executive vice president. Thank you, everyone.
Hold on now, hold on, Yolanda. Hold on a second now. Before we let you go, you see I got my new mask. Before we let you go, Kenneth Fagan has something to share. As he makes his way to the stage, Ken is Long & Foster's Senior Vice President and Regional Manager. He has something for you. Ken?
I have been given the honor to recognize the individual who we consider worthy of the title Realtor of the Year. There are a number of members with qualifications that would make them eligible for consideration as Realtor of the Year. However, the Realtor who has demonstrated business accomplishments, faithfulness to the Code of Ethics, civic and community involvement, local, state, and national association activity to a degree which makes her truly worthy of the title Realtor of the Year is our current president, Yolanda Muppet. Congratulations, Yolanda, and thank you for all that you have done for our association, not only this year, but throughout your career as a Realtor and member of the Board of Directors. You are always willing to help and to serve, and we appreciate that very much. Yolanda, I am also pleased to present on behalf of the entire membership a plaque commemorating your service as President of the Association. Your efforts, dedication, and leadership have been truly appreciated.
Okay. Thank you.
I understand that Mike Graziano has a few comments. Mike, please come forward.
Thank you, Ken. Good evening. I'm Mike Graziano, Executive Vice President of the Association. Yolanda, stay right here, please. Yolanda, I'm so sorry the coronavirus interfered with your year as president. Note I said interfered because it did not totally cut short on your initiatives. It did not gut them. You were able to fulfill most of what you wanted to do, and I'm glad you were able to do that. I had the perfect partner in Yolanda this year, especially during these last 7 months. Sure, we may have commiserated a little bit, but for the most part, Yolanda was always optimistic and she persevered. She believed in the science, she was patient with government directives, she embraced technology, and she understood her role in leadership and protecting our members and our community. She was very supportive of me when the time came to lock down the office and work remotely, and I thank her for that. Thank you, Yolanda. I have a memory book for you commemorating your year of service.
Wow, that's
And a gift
nice.
from the Board of Directors.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Yolanda. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mike. Good evening. 1 year ago, we gathered at Camelot, as we had done every September, to install a new slate of officers and directors for the 2019-2020 fiscal year, and looked forward to doing the work to promote and advance the efforts of our association. I anticipated celebrating our collective achievements at the awards gala, as we had done every March, and thought we would be hosting activities to raise money to support our causes. Those plans came to an abrupt halt in March, as we were forced to stay at home due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which continues to impact many families, clients, and business partners within our community who have seen loved ones afflicted with the virus struggle to recover or succumbing to it. Since we won't be returning to the normal we once knew in the immediate future, we are now regularly convening via Zoom or other virtual meeting platforms to protect ourselves and those around us. Despite the unexpected challenges, we persevered to do what we do best, helping people find their next home. To make that possible, we worked with our state association to ensure realtors would be considered essential personnel by Governor Hogan, who thankfully is a realtor by trade and understands our importance to the community. Next, we worked in concert with Maryland realtors to develop and communicate uniform safety standards of how real estate was going to be transacted during the pandemic, not just for ourselves, but for buyers and sellers, our lending partners, home inspectors, appraisers, contractors, and everyone else involved in home purchase process. However, unlike other businesses or industries, we were able to rely on established resources, such as virtual home tours that we may not have used previously to their fullest potential. We ultimately found people being home with their entire family for days and weeks on end, motivated to sell for something bigger, better, or more functional. So we are grateful for the state's support. Of course, I cannot ignore the death of George Floyd and the other acts of racism and social injustices targeting Black men and women during this time. PG Car expressed its outrage publicly and reminded consumers realtors are committed to ensuring all home buyers and sellers receive equal and fair treatment from the moment they engage with us. Despite the challenges, we found people willing to buy or sell in great numbers. Prince George's dwindling inventory, now less than 30 days, has made for a very robust seller's market, with multiple offers being commonplace. Expanding PG Car's media presence was one of my focal points, and the extraordinary circumstances still provided opportunities to be visible. Our monthly home sales press releases highlighting the positive market movement gained traction with some local media outlets, particularly WUSA, Channel 9, WTOP, and CTV, giving us a forum to discuss the benefits of home buying in Prince George's and the region at large. I hope that exposure, along with other coverage we attained earlier in the year, will create more awareness about PG Car and the value of utilizing trained professional realtors to future buyers and sellers. I look forward to continuing that progress under Shamika Price's leadership. The events of the past year did not deter us from continuing our legislative advocacy. During our lobbying work, a bill that would have negatively altered the county's homestead property tax credit was rescinded. The list of accolades and achievements is simply too long to list right now, but all of it could not have been accomplished without the help and cooperation of the PG Car board and staff. And I sincerely appreciate all of the support you provided this year. Special thanks to Executive Director Mike Graziano and his entire team for ensuring our members had all the tools and resources readily available during the past 6 months, and the business of buying and selling homes could occur as seamlessly as it did before. Thanks to all of the board of directors for continuing to advance the association's work while making sure each of your family members were safe and healthy, and ensuring your children had everything required to learn from home. I greatly appreciate your focus, commitment, and dedication to the organization and our profession, and cannot thank you enough for your support. Thanks to my entire family and my business partner, Tanavia Greer, as well as I suffered through my own personal health challenge before and during the Christmas and New Year's holiday that kept me confined to bed for several weeks. I cannot thank you enough for your love and support, especially as I struggled through that time. As some of you may know, I will be serving as 2021 Maryland Realtor Secretary after winning my election. However, I will remain active here as Media Past President to support Shamika as she begins her term as president. I'm excited to assist her in fulfilling her objectives during the upcoming year. Thank you all again for your support, and please continue to stay safe and healthy.
Can we all hear from Yolanda? Yolanda, thank you so much for your service, and congratulations on your highly, highly successful year. Way to go. One more time, everybody. And now I am pleased to introduce the 2021 President of Maryland Realtors, Dee Dee Miller, and she will install the 2021 Prince George's County Association of Realtors, Officers, and Directors. Dee Dee?
Good evening, everyone. Would the elected officers and directors please make your way forward as I call your name, and please join me on stage. Your 2021 Prince George's County Association of Realtors Board of Directors are Melanie Gamble, President-elect, Rachel Jeffries, Secretary. Carlos Lancaster, Treasurer. Yolanda Muckle, Past President. Dee Barino, Director. Kenneth Fagan, Director. Donnie Friedrich, Director. Arnita Green, Director. Pamela Jenkins, Director. Rakia Reed, Director. Willie Roan, Director. Jean Cementilli, Director. In the role that you are about to assume, you will no longer be private citizens, but similar to public servants, you are now identified as officers of the association, dedicated to the best interests of the public and to the welfare of your members. As newly elected officers, you are entering a new adventure in friendship. Friendship that comes only through service, cooperation, and sharing with others. The secret of living is the art of giving. And so to you this year comes the privilege of giving and the opportunity of learning that lasting happiness comes through the investment of your time and your unselfish interest in the lives of others. Will you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly and sincerely promise that you will administer the office to which you have been elected to the best of your ability and judgment, and in conformity with the bylaws and constitution of your association, that you will observe and enforce the Realtor Code of Ethics, that you will uphold and support the Maryland Real Estate Commission in enforcement of the licensed law, that you will, in all your acts, be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible, endeavor to promote and safeguard the best interests of our state, the high purpose of our association, and the welfare of its membership. If so, please respond, I do. I do. By virtue of your election, I do hereby proclaim each of you as duly elected and officially installed the officers and directors of the Prince George's County Association of Realtors. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you. At this time, I am honored to welcome and introduce the Maryland Realtors 2018 President, Boyd Campbell, who will install our new president.
Thank you, Joe. Good evening, everyone. And before I swear you in, I just want to make a couple of comments. Shamika took this whole notion of tap on the shoulder to step into a leadership position literally. And she told me no a lot of times before she got to a yes, but I'm incredibly excited about she coming aboard in a leadership position. I know she'll do an exceptional job. In preparation for this evening, I actually just, kind of lurked around LinkedIn and Facebook, and Facebook's a little bit more telling than LinkedIn. And I noticed on her Facebook page that it was just full of compliments of others and rewarding others for their accomplishments. And I'll tell you, that's the sign of great leadership, when you recognize and acknowledge the things that your partners do and your other officers in your new role. And then the other thing that I'll notice, and I'll move to the business at hand, she had a quote there that, and I'm not quoting it exactly, but when you have difficulties in life, don't be bitter, be better. And I think that was very telling that, things going to happen to you. And I can tell you, as past president, sometimes you think you got a target on your back, but at other times you're celebrated. And I'm sure that you're going to subscribe to some of the things that I've seen you do previously, and I'm excited. So that said, on to the business of installing you. In the role you're about to assume, you will no longer be a private citizen, but similar to a public servant. You will henceforth be identified as president of the association, dedicated to the best interests of the public and to the welfare of your members. You are charged with certain responsibilities and obligations. You must be a leader, organizer, and willing and enthusiastic, ready to sacrifice personal interest for the good of the organization. Shamika, please step here and raise your right hand. do you solemnly swear and promise that you will administer the office of the president to the best of your ability and judgment in conformity with the bylaws of Constitution of the Association, and that you will observe and enforce the Code of Ethics, that you will uphold and support the Maryland Real Estate Commission and enforcement of license law, that you will in all your acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner possible endeavor to promote the safeguard and the best interests of our state, the high purpose of the association, and the welfare of its membership? If so, please respond, I do.
I do.
By the virtue of election, I do hereby proclaim you as duly elected and officially installed as the president of the Prince George's County Association of Realtors.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And a token of the appreciation from all of us. Some flowers, and the most important thing, the gavel. Use it sparingly. And now I have the distinct honor of introducing our new Prince George's County Association of Realtor President, Shamika Price.
Good evening to my fellow brokers, agents, and all of my colleagues in the industry. Thank you for this opportunity to serve as the incoming president for the Prince George's County Association of Realtors. I am so excited to work with you in this capacity, and I'm looking forward to a productive and meaningful year. I want to take this opportunity to thank some folks who have been a significant blessing to me on this journey. But first and foremost, my Lord and Savior, who has made every good thing in my life possible. All honor and praises to him. Next is my terrific husband and business partner, Kingston. He is responsible for my interest in real estate and was instrumental in me pursuing a career in this industry. Fun fact, he was actually my real estate agent, turned hubby, and now business partner. I thank my children, my heartbeats who keep me sane and drive me bananas at the same time. I would also like to thank my agents at Capital Structures. What can I say about them? They are my squad, and I am so grateful for the work they do day in and day out. A special acknowledgement to my BFF, real estate partner, and sister, Shonda. I'm so fortunate that we get to take this journey together. Mother told you to keep me in check, and you're doing a great job. Joan Ostenso, you always stress the importance of having a strong community footprint, not just through professional endeavors, but through impactful philanthropic initiatives. You never let me escape participating on the Community Service Committee, and you always challenged me to collect the most funds to feed the families in need in our lovely county, Prince George's County. And Mike G., you picked right up. I want to thank the following past presidents for supporting me while I served within the association: Boyd Campbell, Linda Simpson, Chuck Otley, Desiree Callender, and Yolanda Muckle. And last but not least, my clients and my circle of sister friends. You all are special, and I appreciate all of your support. I have been a member of the association for 15 years. I've had the opportunity to serve on just about every committee, most recently the Young Professional Network and Realtor Political Action Committee. I wasn't always committed. I avoided the responsibility of being in leadership. I felt like it would take too much of my time, and I thought I was avoiding politics. But the truth is, if you are in real estate, you are in politics. Some of you know how much I ran from being at the front, but it wasn't until I decided to be intentional about achieving my goals that I owned my leadership role. I am a results-driven person and want to provide the best value and service to my colleagues. So I asked myself, have I used all of my talents to impact the lives of everyone in my industry? My clients told me that I was exceptional, but I felt like I needed to have a greater commitment to my colleagues. I believe success comes from the service you provide to others. It comes from selflessness. So after being tapped on the shoulder by many of those who are in leadership positions and whose professionalism I value, I felt I had to respond to the call. I decided to accept the role that I had been dodging, and I committed to the opportunity of serving as a director on the board for the association and rejoining a few of the committees. All of the committees do great work, but the three that's near and dear to me are the Community Service Committee, YPN, and RPAC. If you are not involved, I strongly encourage you to support PG CAR. We rely on the Community Service Committee to support our residents, agents, and partners. YPN, you have the loudest voices and you are so innovative. I know that together we will further the initiative of being the voice for real estate. Investing in our political friends at the local, state, and national level and funding pro-realtor policy should be something that you wouldn't hesitate to do. PG CAR Realtors, please do not dismiss the opportunity to support candidates and legislators who support our agenda and issues that are important to realtors. Your engagement will afford us a seat at the table as it relates to issues such as double taxing our commissions, protecting our property rights, and more. Well, we have a robust agenda to carry forth for next year. We are dealing with two global pandemics, COVID-19 and racial inequalities. We are looking at innovative ways through technology to best serve our members and clients, appointing a focus group to develop best practices for real estate industry, and diversity, equity, and inclusion. Revising the strategic plan to ensure we are tracking with our goals, systems, and standards, and revising our bylaws to ensure that we are maintaining the highest level of ethics and incentivizing the C2X certification to enhance our professionalism. These are just a few highlights of our goals for the course of next year. Once again, thank you for the opportunity to lead this great organization. I know we will accomplish so much as we move forward together.
Well, this concludes our program. I would like to thank everyone for joining us, and we hope to see you soon at a live, in-person PG CAR event. I'm Joe Clair. Thank you very much.